Well, I wish I could take everyone who says that giving is pointless to one of the thousands of projects in poor communities around the world which are making a dramatic difference to people's lives and life chances. I've met people who are earning a decent living for the first time, who can afford to educate their children, who are no longer going to bed hungry, thanks to the aid and donations that come from countries like our own. If we look at the big picture, there have been dramatic changes too. The number of people living in extreme poverty on less than £1 a day has halved in the last 20 years. Over the last few decades, mass vaccination programmes have led to the elimination of once common diseases such as smallpox. We're nearly at a point where we can see an end to polio too. Those diseases which once took so many lives in countries including our own are on their way to being consigned to the history books. In Africa, in 1990, about half of children went to primary schools. Today the figure is 3/4. So there is much progress to celebrate. So why don't we hear more about it? Partly because it's good news, and the media are much more interested in bad news stories than good news. Also, if we're honest, charities and campaign groups have tended to collude in this. We play up the bad news, the immediate needs, the continuing injustices, because they're what needs support today. But we should be in no doubt that millions of lives have changed for the better over the last few decades, thanks to aid. Finally, let's put those aid figures in some sort of context. Since the 1960s, around £350 billion has been given in aid to sub-Saharan Africa. It sounds a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but it only equates to about £25 per person per year. In the whole history of aid, the richest 20 countries have given less to sub-Saharan Africa than they provided to stimulate the global economy in the single year of 2009.